Release all this documents, I will do it in one day. All 458,000 documents will release in one day. Now, that is too much for us to go through in one day as journalists. The Telegraph had months and months and months of being in a locked room going through piece of paper. So what we thought we could do is use our readership. We have 36 million users a month, maybe they can help us out. And it's reached all enough. So what we did was, when those documents were released, on PDF, of course, we put them all up on our website and we allowed people to search. This is what we did. There's a guy called Simon Willis who did the hard work. And so this is the page here, and this is the first page. See, even though we got a lot of users, we got over 1 million impressions in the first 2 days, we haven't finished this yet. Okay? But we have the 458,000 documents. We've had 222,000 reviews by 27,000 people who've helped us out. So how does this work? Well, say you're interested in, let's pick Tony Blair, say, he's a leader there. So what we would ask people to do is, okay, this is all Labour MPs, let's find Tony, there you go, who was still an MP when these things came out. Now, of course, he's well-travelled peacemaker. So, okay, so this is one of his accounts. It's incidental expenses. And you see this? These are what was released. Now, what these are is scanned, so they're not even things you can search for text, they're images that are scanned. And all those black bars were removed by the parliamentary authorities because they were considered to be personal information. So now, one of the scandals was about people flipping their homes, as I said before. Now, the only way you know if somebody's flipping their home is if you have their address. If their address is not town, then it's hard to tell. Anyway, we thought, well, let's just put this stuff up, see what's going to come up. So say you go to one of these forms here. I'm interested in page 10 about that form. There we go. That is one of his claim forms, so £54 for mobile telephone, no, that's not bad. So this is what we would ask our readers to do. Ask readers to say, what kind of form is this? Is it a claim? Is it a proof? It's blank, and you can see there, it's something else we haven't thought of. And then you might say, is it interesting or not? No, it's not interesting, maybe it is interesting. Investigate this, I really want to know more about it. If it's interesting, it's known. Or you can even, we can ask people to enter individual items of data. And what we found was this worked very, very well as a way of generating stories. People click on this, say, this is interesting, investigate this, and they will give us tick box of stories. And then the next day in the newspaper, we generated a good spread of stories. A spread of stories, because on my hands, a spread of stories that's based from our readers, coming up with generating information. And that's a new thing for the Guardian, it's a new thing for a lot of newspapers. It's putting readers on a level playing field with the journalists. And the only way to do it
c'è proprio la necessità vitale per i giornali, per i giornalisti di attrezzarsi a questa valanga di dati appunto che sarà resa nei prossimi anni sempre più disponibile. E appunto Jonathan Gray della Open Foundation è anche il responsabile di un progetto che si chiama Where Does My Money Go, che proprio per rendere comprensibile come i soldi pubblici sono spesi al cittadino attraverso la messa online anche in un linguaggio appunto intuitivo e grafico delle spese del budget. Però Jonathan Gray vorrei chiedere senz'altro di spiegare questo progetto, ma anche di parlare di un altro aspetto problematico, no? Anche per tentare di problematizzare quello che ovviamente non tutto quello che non basta dire trasparenza perché le cose funzionino meglio. In particolare Alessi, che come sapete non è di certo un nemico della trasparenza e dell'apertura dei formati su internet, però ha scritto questo editoriale che si intitola Against Transparency, contro la trasparenza, in cui tentava di problematizzare il concetto di trasparenza e in particolare puntualizzava come l'eccessiva trasparenza, la messa a disposizione dei dati senza contesto, possa produrre disaffezione nei confronti delle istituzioni, e delle volte la disaffezione è giustificata, come nel caso ad esempio delle spese dei parlamentari che abbiamo appena visto, che tra l'altro mi faceva pensare anche qui Luca Nicola dei problemi della messa online delle informazioni sul Parlamento che in parte simile, quindi sono stati chiesti di rimuovere alcuni dati per ragioni di privacy. Ma appunto alcuni casi giustificati, altri no. Faccio un altro esempio: la campagna delle regionali dell'anno scorso per la Regione Lazio, sempre quello che ricorda che pensava, organizzava un dibattito con alcuni dei candidati sugli open data. Venne Giulia Rodano, che era l'ex assessore alla cultura della Regione Lazio, esponente di sinistra, quindi progressista e quindi tendenzialmente anche d'accordo con una maggiore apertura, una maggiore trasparenza, ma mentre parlavamo di open data ha cominciato a dire sì, ma se noi rendiamo disponibili così come sono i dati di spesa della regione senza spiegarli, che ne so, noi potremmo far vedere quanto la regione spende nella sanità, che è una cifra enorme, e quindi il cittadino potrebbe dire ma questo è uno spreco, perché si spendono tanti soldi per la sanità? Ma se noi non spieghiamo perché quei soldi dove vengono indirizzati, perché è necessario per la spesa di bilancio, rischiamo in realtà di produrre attraverso la trasparenza un risultato che non è positivo, ma rischia di essere sollecitare delle reazioni appunto di distrust, come lo abbiamo appunto lessico, cioè di scarsa fiducia, che poi sappiamo che è sempre più diffusa nei confronti delle istituzioni, che in alcuni casi possono produrre degli effetti tra virgolette conservatori, oppure diciamo che non tengono conto dell'interesse collettivo, perché poi la spesa pubblica riguarda certamente l'efficacia, l'efficienza, la riduzione degli sprechi, ma riguarda anche dei grossi capitoli di solidarietà sociale come appunto quello della sanità. Ma comunque invito tutte queste domande e queste questioni a Jonathan Gray per la transition.
So I think I'll quickly run through my presentation first, and then maybe say a few words about some of the issues that we raised after I've just gone through. I'll try and keep it to 10 minutes, and I'm going to go very fast. And do feel free, if you don't know anything, put your hand in the air and shout. I'll try and do it as I can. But so what is open data? This is the first this is an experimental approach. Hashtag DDJ, data-driven journalism. So what is open data? Basically, if you fall asleep now for the next 10 minutes while I'm talking, the one word to remember is reuse. This is the key feature which makes open data different from putting government information online in the way which we've had for decades. Putting information on a website by itself, in and of itself, is great and it's important, but what is distinctive about government data is basically giving people moving from a situation of legal uncertainty to a situation of legal clarity. So usually when you go to a government website, for example, you might see all rights reserved, you might see terms and conditions, or you might see various different disclaimers or sort of notes, and they may even be in conflict often in that all rights reserved at the bottom of the website, and making that terms and conditions. What basically open government data movement is about largely is basically giving this green light for reuse. Open data is free for anyone to reuse or reuse for any purpose. It's the same open as an open source software. It's the do what you like as long as you attribute or share that. All this is defined formally on open definition board. One, so I think it's a very important thing when it comes to government messages to emphasise that data is not in and of itself valuable. Data is often fairly deeply uninteresting. There are very few people in society who enjoy looking at data for its own sake. Open data is not about data's sake. Open data is all about enabling people to make useful, valuable things with government information that deliver some benefit to society and to the broader public. And this includes many very familiar things. Data possession is not new. There's been a desire to visually represent information